Hello and welcome back to Tales from the World's Firesides with me, Clive Gilson, the story guy. Today we are heading off to Turkey for our tale. So let's, without further ado, get on to the story. So let's settle in by the fire. Let's maybe make something warm to drink and join me now as we share the story of the widow and her friend. The widow and her friend. A widow, weary of living alone, wanted to marry again, but she was afraid of setting people talking. A friend of hers, wanting to show her how quickly neighbours grow used to anything, decided to paint the widow's donkey green. Then she led the animal through every street in the town. At first, the children came running, and the grown-ups too, for none of them had ever seen such a thing. They crowded round and followed behind the donkey, staring and laughing. After a few days, though, when the widow's donkey appeared in town, people merely said, "What a strange animal." Before long, they stopped paying it any attention at all. Then the friend went back to the widow and said, "You've seen what happens. It will be the same for you. For a few days you will be on everyone's lips, and you will have to endure their gossip, but in the end they will grow tired of it and stop. There is nothing so unusual in this world that cannot, with time, become familiar." Okay, that's a wrap, I think, on The Widow and Her Friend. Stories like this, I think, do remind us how much we share in terms of our common culture, even when we appear on the surface to be so very different. That's one of the things I love about these sorts of tales. Now, you can explore my full collections of folk tales, folklore and fairy tales from around the world in print and digital format, and you can find them on the link at the bottom of the screen. At least that's where you can start to investigate the titles that are out there. And if you're curious about the storyteller behind the mic, then do drop by clivegilson.com. I'm always glad to connect. And if today's tale stirred something in you, then please do subscribe. Share your thoughts below. I will always read your comments and pass the story along to friends. Thank you, though, as ever, for joining me at Tales from the World's Firesides. As I say, I'm Clive Gilson, the story guy. And until next time, stay well and keep these stories burning brightly.